not gangster. That's very not gangster.
I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come
Say that
up
again.
missing.
I couldn't hear you over the sound of me myself.
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. Little homie, listen, try and serve me. I put a 25 in your back like Barry Bonds jersey. On the streets, on the beach, y'all ain't able. Cause too I shit on rappers like major labels. What's with the ice grilling, homie? Change your face. This either do more than tan you to change your race. Girls love metaphor, and I love them back. Addicted to getting head, chicks call me the brainiac. Battle rap with words, war like jihad. I write it dope, flow crack, my notepad need rehab. Fuck y'all CDs, y'all can't see these or touch these. Rhyme so chronic, my soul's give you the munchies.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of the Death Fresh Show. It is I, the old man with the gray hair. On the other couch over there is Fat Mackin, who ain't macking. And, of course, as always,
wait a minute. I've been macking. I'm Big Mac.
Nigga, the only Big Macs you got in your life is the ones that 2 for $6 right now.
Nigga, I got special sauce and lettuce and cheese, nigga.
You don't even...
You don't even eat cheese, nigga.
I was referring to my semen, and I was referring to my wallet. So I got special sauce.
Is cheesy, you need to go.
you need to go to the doctor.
I got special sauce, lettuce and cheese, pickles and tomatoes on a bitch.
Would you eat tomatoes off of a bitch?
Nah, bruh. That's something you shouldn't. First of all, why the fuck would you bring a tomato into the bedroom? And don't hit me with that it's a fruit shit.
They vegans.
Well, tell her eat this turkey bacon.
Vegan sex with food gotta be the strangest shit ever.
Does it got HMO in it? Was
like,
it GMO?
Can't even bring whipped cream because it's dairy.
That's why I said GMO. We here now.
Wait, ain't HMO some shit they give you at work?
HMO is your insurance provider.
Oh man!
United Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Anthem.
Well,
I meant to say
fucking
GMO.
with a vegan, maybe you should.
Well, it's the big slow. That's how I feel every time Tom get on some bullshit.
Well, if you fucking with a vegan, you should probably make sure your HMO is right.
But shit, they probably got better health.
Right, you probably don't need it. They get all kind of discounts.
First of all, my coworker is a vegan, and everything that she tell me that she eats sound trash.
Sound depressing.
Like, anybody in this room ever heard of jackfruit?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Jackfruit is the worst shit in the world. Like, first,
tried it?
Yes, I tried it because we sell it. So
right.
I thought it was an actual fucking fruit.
It personally frightens me to look at it.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's a bitch.
Yeah, it personally frightens me.
I thought it was actual fruit, but it is a fruit, I guess. But
it's a meat substitute.
Yeah, and it's bland. Like, that shit don't even taste like nothing.
What the fuck is a meat substitute?
Wait, so you just took the jackfruit and ate it with nothing? You just, here's jackfruit and put it in your mouth and ate it?
Because that's...
Just gonna eat jackfruit?
That's not what people do.
I didn't know that until the vegan told me that. Like, because I asked my coworker in the produce department, I'm like, what the fuck is jackfruit? Because I would see it. But I'm like, I don't, like, what does it taste like? Like,
because they have like little kits.
She was like, it's sweet. She was like, it's sweet. It tastes like this, tastes like that. I'm like, okay, well.
As long as she don't say it tastes like chicken.
Next time. No, she was telling me.
No, it's actually supposed to be like a pork substitute, I believe.
Then I know you're not a vegan, because why would you know what the fuck chicken tastes like?
Well, so, and I'm like, this shit don't taste like nothing. And the vegan chick from my department, which is odd because you're working at deli and you're vegan.
Well, they put her there because they know she won't be skimming off the top. They're like, you know what? We looking at Juan. He looked like that waist circumference and expanded a bit since we put him over here. We need somebody over here to counter it.
You trust somebody over there who's not gonna eat the products.
Nah, I'm straight.
Nigga,
We don't have fried chicken. It's all baked.
Baked chicken is
Baked
actually
amazing.
fire. Lemon too. Ooh.
Yeah, them lemon pepper wings be off. Still bang bang.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But yeah, so she was like, she liked the barbecue, the jackfruit, then put some barbecue sauce on it. I was like, but jackfruit is trash.
Yeah, but a lot of people, I know, like, they like it and they prepare it like meat. Like, so, like, you know how people, like, pull pork sandwiches and stuff?
Fine, you're not
like,
finna-
they'll do that with jackfruit.
You gonna feed a nigga a pull jackfruit sandwich?
I think when you say the name of it is what makes it a problem.
It's actually because, let me see.
Because you gotta remember, most of the time when we eat food, we don't eat the food for the food. We eat the food for the flavoring that goes. Like, for an example, when we get our chicken, we douse it in lemon pepper, right?
But chicken is good with.
Hold on. But we don't. We get that particular chicken.
Did you wait a minute?
specifically
Hold
for
on.
the lemon pepper.
What did you just say?
I was gonna say that chicken is good without the seasoning.
Oh, you said that chicken. I
Right,
thought you
not-
said chicken is good without seasoning.
No,
I'm like,
nah, bruh.
I said, I don't know. Your daddy must be sending some Canadian telepathic waves or some shit.
Well, he do like his women white.
But the thing about it, Juan, have we ever had that chicken without it, though? We might have just had a little bit on it, but we've never had their chicken without the lemon pepper.
Or if you eating JJ's without the lemon pepper,
I don't think it's the same.
it's the same. It's the same people that own it.
I think they got different grease.
Nah, it's an Arab that owned that. It's an Arab that owned JJ's. He just changed the name.
I think that they put love in their food.
We got the seasonings and everything, and you use it like it's meat.
We should go to a vegan restaurant.
No,
No.
we shouldn't.
No.
You go.
No.
Motherfucker.
No. And I think the thing that pisses me off the most about it is it's like, it'll say meatless chicken patty. So why the fuck are you calling it a chicken patty?
Fuck, is it a falafel then?
Like, just say
Just
meatless
meatless
breaded patty or
Or
whatever the
just
fuck
give it
it
the
is.
actual name of the meal without needing to say this is what it's substituted.
Yeah, like tofu patty or
Tofu
styrofoam
just sound
patty.
like,
Or
you know what?
whatever
I
the
can't
fuck it
eat
is.
tofu after it being a hidden character on Resident Evil 2.
Tofu.
Yeah, there was actually, like, if you beat the game twice, you got this extremely hard level where you play the whole game as a piece of tofu with a knife.
Nah, I'm straight.
Like, but no, vegans are rude and disrespectful because you can be minding your business, eating a juicy.
It's a lot of fat
Burger King.
vegans. Rich is a vegan.
Once again,
That's another
Point
nigga
still
I feel
stands.
like ain't losing no weight but making life
Rude.
changes.
still,
Because I feel like the more he posts pictures,
he's
And you see that.
He's making life changes.
And you see that and you like, well, shit, if I'm still gonna look like that after doing all this shit, what the fuck, man, extra bacon. You just gonna live the way you been living because you like these motherfuckers doing all this healthy shit and they
is
still
vegan,
fat.
Is vegan the new gym flow?
all I'm saying is
Possibly.
like I get that
Got it.
people like to wear like more of the. I guess the style now is the more form-fitting clothes, and if you want to wear that, that's cool. But that shit look dead. He looks uncomfortable in every selfie he takes.
He looks uncomfortable because he's thinking he's a bad bitch in every selfie
Like-
he takes.
Like your ankles be ashy, your jeans don't reach the bottom of your fucking foot.
Apparently,
His
that's the
titties
style
be
now.
sagging. He needs to get him like some of that titty tape, like they be having on the red carpet, like at the Grammys and shit, and just hold the motherfuckers
Maybe
up.
he should just wear bigger polos.
Or
I
he
don't-
can get some. It's plenty of studs around that'll probably help him out with what they do with their titties. He need to do something though.
Sometimes you just need to accept the fact that you're fat
Yeah.
and just shop within your means.
But I don't know.
Kohl's
Okay,
has an
because it's like
excellent big and tall section.
you look at certain foods.
Yes, they do.
You look at certain foods and it's like sexual. Like, you know, people think of cherries and bananas and strawberries and, you know, little shit like that. Peaches and, you know, like with doing sexual stuff with it.
Right.
But it's like vegans, like the fuck, like you just spreading hummus on the bitch nipples and licking it off. Like,
Just
what the fuck do
spreading
you
dick.
even do?
I think my thing about vegans that make me mad is they don't let you enjoy your life because it's not their life choice. Like, if
You
you
just putting
eat,
tofu rings
like
around
no,
a dick
just
instead
in
of a
general,
grapefruit.
like if you at a restaurant and you
Well, I mean,
kicking it with a girl and she a vegan,
You can still eat
you
fruit as a
order
vegan.
you order a burger and some fries. She gonna look at you and ridicule you and tell you every single thing that's fucking wrong with the burger you eating.
Their goal is to gross you out of your meal.
Right. We don't do that to y'all.
And that's the thing that pisses me off. Like, look, if I'm okay with eating this, I'm okay with it.
Right.
You don't have to sit here and, oh my God, and then you got extra cheese on there, and that's just pus, and that's this, and that's that. And they do the most. And I just be sitting there like, look.
Well, I say like this: if you are a vegan and or vegetarian and you have children, you take some form of fucking protein. So, bitch, you're still eating some form of meat. So relax and chill out and leave motherfuckers alone.
I'm like this. Your vegan lifestyle ain't gonna keep you alive any longer than the next man.
Right, because you gonna fuck around and get shot fucking around with a nigga who like beef.
You eating vegan is just gonna make your immune system weaker. So that common cold gonna take longer to get out your system than us hardened people who done had all kind of bacteria and stuff in our system.
Right.
From the foods we've eaten, we can fight shit up that we don't even realize we sick.
Right, niggas out here trying to
But
tell
that's why they always rude, because the motherfuckers don't be full. They be mad.
Right.
They be hangry.
Out here want to talk about how bacon is bad and all you do is take wheatgrass shots.
Right. Because
Bitch, leave me alone.
Sorry. I look at Brie Bella and I look at Nikki Bella, and Brie look like she really about to fall apart. Because she done lost all that weight going vegan with her husband.
I don't think Daniel Bryan a real vegan.
That nigga got a hemp belt, bruh.
Anyway, why are we here today, Tom?
Because he got a hemp belt.
That is not why we're here.
So we're not going to talk about this hemp belt.
No.
Not at all.
No.
You know, if that nigga belt ever catch on fire, it's going to be a hell of a party.
I hope when he lose the title,
Somebody set
it on fire.
Yeah, that is how that belt got to go out.
Just man, big ass fire, bonfire. Oh, wait a minute.
All right, so we are here today because
Shout out to my Tinder.
What's going on? What's going down on your Tinder, bruh?
I just got a match.
Oh man, fuck you. Mine just say somebody likes you. Swipe right to find out who. Like the fuck?
They want you to pay now. That's terrible. I thought the women always got the hookup on them kind of apps.
Says somebody likes you. Swipe right to find out who.
So, have you ever heard of this dating app called Coffee and Bagels?
Nah, that sounds like a poorly produced porn.
It probably is. Well, this is a dating particular app called Coffee Over Bagels, which is kind of a Tinder knockoff from what I heard. It's like POF meets Tinder from what I've heard. Well, recently over the course of the last couple of weeks, they had a massive security breach where a lot of users' personal information has been compromised. Kind of like the Apple situation that happened back in the days, and then the PlayStation one, which shut their server down for a whole week. With this information now being leaked out, there's a lot of people who, fear that they, personal information may have been violated. My question is this one, and me, since you two are like heavy dating app users right now, did you get a like?
You said heavy dating app users. Like, I just been out this month. Like,
you bored right now, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, with y'all being dating app users, do y'all feel that, y'all conversations or maybe even the inboxes of some of the dating apps you use, if they got breached, you would have something to worry about?
Nah.
I don't got nothing on my shit.
Right, I'm kind of dry on the dating app. I give you the need to knows. Like, shit don't get frisky until we reach the level of we now have each other's phone numbers.
Yeah, because that's like, for me, I see that a lot of people choose to connect their social media to their Tinder.
I've seen that.
No. You don't need to.
You don't need to see me or none of that.
Yeah. So I don't have my Instagram connected. I don't have my Facebook connected.
Why would you
Well, I think a lot of people, because especially with Instagram, because that's where your photos
True.
are, so it allows them to see more
Than what
of you, especially because when you on those apps, like, you can't really, they make you crop it so much that it's hard to really, your pictures
get a good look.
right. So they might feel like, hey, this is where you can see my full size photos, or how I look various points and times and whatever. So I will put up multiple pictures based on like hairstyles and stuff, so they can kind of get different flavors of me. But I'm definitely not connecting my fucking social media to that shit at all. I don't want motherfuckers finding me.
I can see that.
I connect my social media only because it's accessible for pictures. Because I feel like when you don't, you just start off dry. Like, I might have to post new pictures. Like, all the pictures that's in my phone are the same pictures on my Instagram. So.
Well, see, and I don't worry about that, because if I actually connect with you and get to talking with you, then that'll allow me to give you the access to see those actual pictures once I determine that you are a person that I want to have the access. But I don't want motherfuckers just scrolling through my profile and then I don't know who the fuck this motherfucker is.
But you know what though, like in my escapades with the dating apps, 9 times out of 10, even though like your shit may be connected to your profile, most people don't take the time to go through that shit.
You know what's funny? Realizing while you're on dating apps how many people that are on the fucking app with you.
Oh my fucking God. Cause
I be having to swipe left on so many people I know.
It be some heifers that I be seeing making Facebook stats about how their life is so, or how they would never use a dating app, and then I'm like, I just swiped past you on motherfucking Tinder. Oh, you out here, huh?
When we was first like fucking around the app, I seen like 3 of my coworkers on there.
Oh, I found a lot of my coworkers on Tinder.
One of them is like management over at corporate, and I'm like, how often are you on here? Because she didn't mention nothing about her job. Like, the job she says on her Tinder profile is completely different job than she actually has.
That was me. I wasn't even at Brown Deer anymore, but I didn't give the location, but that's what I said my job was, because I'm like, keep you motherfuckers a step behind type shit. Like, all you need to know is I'm an admin assistant for a government agency. You don't even got to know which one.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Like, because like I said, it's, I don't know. I guess the thing with me with dating profiles is we need something to talk about. And I would rather you, kind of ask me them questions. Oh, okay, well, what do you do? What do you this? What do you that? So I know they tell you that to find the best and most accurate match for yourself, you should fill out your profile as much as possible. But then I'm like, okay, well, they already know this. Like, what the fuck we go talk about right away?
I think you should fill it out with just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough that you sound interesting, that people will be intrigued and want to swipe, because...
Or not look and say, yeah, this motherfucker ain't got no job left. Like, so I will put...
Low key, though, now that you say that, like, when I did it, and I was like... Because I be putting that I was, like, partial CEO of this podcast and shit. I'm like, motherfuckers probably read that and be like, oh, this nigga has no job. I was like, but I go to work every fucking day of my life. This is the shit I do on the weekend.
Right, like a motherfucker putting down rapper. You like,
he don't got no job.
I mean, but putting CEO of a podcasting network, that's different than your only job title is podcaster.
But still,
I mean, but
some people don't like. I get what we do,
but a lot of people don't know what podcasting really is.
But even with him saying CEO of, like, we're not being paid for this,
right? So motherfucker probably be like,
so technically, them seeing that even though not knowing that he has an actual job, but them seeing that, their assessment will be correct because we don't get paid for this.
They were like, "Oh, this nigga ain't got no job left."
Or they think you really got money because all they see is CEO. Especially,
But no, because fucking Reed Daddy has had CEO of Blow Money Records again.
see, that's different.
CEO of Blow Money Records.
Anybody that's the CEO of a record label ain't got no
label
fucking
is
money,
not
bro.
trash.
And then,
And he a Muslim too. On top of that,
well, see, this been on there for
Blow
years.
Money Radio.
This was way before he, converted.
To Islam.
But even then, nigga, you don't even pay child support. But your record label is Blow Money Records. Clearly, because you ain't fucking taking care of your kid with it.
man.
One, we blow up, Doug. Don't start a record label and take care of your kids if you happen to make them.
Nah, bro.
That's the only requirement.
I'm not having no kids.
If you happen to have a kid, if you happen to go raw, or the condom accidentally broke on you.
But if we do get famous, that's the first thing I'm gonna do is start a record label.
Why?
Because before I was a podcaster, I was a rapper.
Look, former podcasters under the TDR umbrella have dropped singles and albums, and they were neither rapper nor artist prior to beforehand. Your window has come and gone, Juan. Do not let 40-year-old Hov keep hope and aspirations that you too can still continue on with your music career.
I can if I want to. I like music, Tone. I will forever do it. I ain't trying to get paid off of it no more.
Oh, okay, that's different. Then why start a record label? Just say that you did it because it was on your bucket list?
Right, pretty much.
I get you. That's what I did. That's this.
This is on your bucket list?
This was my supplement to a label.
Oh, you started a podcast network?
Yeah, it's the same lane, but better.
Yeah, because you treat us like Birdman. So. Okay, before we get to Jesse Smollett.
Smollett. That is a hell of a last name.
He a fucking smut.
Wow.
I mean, look.
Where we are now?
Yeah, that's where we are.
Fuck it.
He out here staging fucking attacks.
Oh, well, hold on. It's not.
Oh.
We don't know.
No, we know.
We don't know.
Okay, Tom. How you confuse two white men in MAGA hats with these two black ass niggas who look like they fresh off the motherfucking boat?
Did he say white people?
Yes.
Or did he say two hooded figures? Because
First
all Jesse Smollett said was his attackers tied a rope around his neck.
So you think it's just self-hating black people out here?
I don't know, because the two guys that just recently got picked up, who were former Empire extras.
I don't think they did it.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Because them two niggas look kind of stocky.
Who they got interviewed by the cops. While we were recording earlier, the news just broke that the police let them two go because the cops have now found new evidence after this conversation.
So they didn't do it.
They didn't do it. Well, they got to let go because they can't.
I think they should go back and do it now.
Why?
Because you had me picked up on some bullshit. I ought to whoop your ass for real now.
It wasn't bullshit.
Fam, this whole situation sounds fishy.
Okay.
First of all, what the fuck were you even doing to be attacked in the first place?
See, and that's the part about the whole situation that's
like
okay,
where
so
was he?
Okay, let's say. So when the first broke, it was saying that two men were wearing white. We were told twice after we posted the accuracy reflected that Jesse's version of the event. We also spoke with Jesse's sources Friday, and they reaffirmed that he said that that day the men were white. Okay?
Right.
So, what he's saying is that he was coming out of a local nightclub or a bar or a scene. He got into an altercation that made him leave the bar. Maybe like a disagreement or argument or something. Two white guys jabbed him wearing Make America Great Again hats. They put a noose around his neck and they poured bleach on him.
Okay, let me stop you right there. And we at a bar. Did they say were these two men in the establishment?
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
They never stated.
They never stated that, right? Now, Tom, you got a lot of shit in your car, right?
Yes.
Car seat because you have children. Maybe book bags because you carry your laptop shit around. You carry the PlayStation.
Put that narrative out there, but continue. I want nobody breaking in my car for a laptop.
Look, man, I'm on the road. Don't stop.
There's some very valuable TDR stuff on here.
Okay.
All right, but
you got my sex tape on there?
First of all,
then it's not that
you
valuable.
talk too much. Secondly,
it's not that valuable. You don't have my sex tape. It's not that valuable. Look, my point being is you keep a lot of shit in your car, right?
yes.
Do you ride around with a noose?
No, bro.
Do you have a noose in your car?
I can make a jumper cable into a noose, but I ain't riding around with one. If that's what you ask.
Do you have a bottle of bleach in your car?
Yes.
You have bleach in your car?
Yes.
Why do you have bleach?
Because I also have laundry detergent in my car for when I go to the laundromat.
All I'm saying is these items that were used in this altercation just don't seem like everyday shit you keep on deck.
I'm trying to figure out who got nooses just laying around.
That's what I'm saying.
You know how to still make a noose. Mimi, do you know how to make a noose? You seem like somebody who will hang a nigga for no reason.
I've never been good with tying knots.
So you would never hang a nigga.
That sound like,
do you know how to tie a noose?
Bro.
Nigga,
Nah, I'm more of a fishing line kind of gal.
Just straight wire. You would love Hitman. You need to play that game.
I tied my shoe one time and slipped my foot in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you.
I was just gonna say, I don't think Devon just seemed like he tied it on his lap.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and then put it on.
That's what I'm saying. So I can't see you tying no noose, bro. That's some Boy Scout shit. Man. You don't seem like you ever been to the Boy Scouts.
Hey.
Which the girls can join now.
I was getting ready to get to that. That was gonna be my transition, but yeah.
How the fuck are we not transitioning to that?
It's interesting. Go.
This is weird.
It's weird. That's what I'm saying. Just like the story is of his.
All I'm saying is no nigga just rides around with bleach and a noose on deck.
Unless you white. But
Trump is in office. You really don't think that's possible? I'm not saying that that's what happened in this specific scenario. But the fact that Trump is in office and white people been wilding the fuck out lately, you don't think that they would do some shit like that?
It do seem like a standard.
Because it wasn't just too long ago that motherfuckers have been getting hung in the South still. Getting found in trees and dragged behind cars and shit.
Okay. This is all I'm saying. Like, did he probably bump into two white men wearing MAGA hats? Possibly. I just don't believe that they had all this shit on deck. Now, did they probably rough him up because they don't like gay people? Probably whooped his ass.
I just don't see how random white people in MAGA hats was like, hey.
And weren't they in Chicago?
I don't even remember.
What part of Chicago was these niggas in to begin with?
There is that homosexual black guy from that TV show with an all black cast that I probably shouldn't be watching because I hate niggas.
You want to know how did they recognize who it was?
Yeah.
Where was his security?
I'm researching a little bit more into this.
You this famous and you walking around.
People got mad. They were mad at Mother Badu for saying, okay, are we sure we got all the facts yet before everybody jump off the deep end? Because, just last week, something that I said was taken out of context, and then look how they did it. So people was mad at her.
They just mad because they want.
I just feel like if you famous and you out here moving around, you probably deserve your ass whooped. Because there is no way I'm gallivanting in a bar at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I'm actually surprised. And I mean, hopefully it doesn't offend people because it's a compliment. But last time I tried to get transsexual as a compliment, I got banned off of Facebook for 30 days. But
don't get us banned off iTunes for 30 days.
But most gay people that I know, like gay niggas, like they be throwing them. So is it because he was famous that he never learned how to fight? Because gay niggas be scrapping.
So are you questioning his homosexuality because he don't have hands?
No, I'm saying I'm shocked. The fact that he didn't at least knock one nigga down on the ground. Because they be so used to getting bullied for being gay that they be scrapping and shit.
Yeah, because Stephen probably would have bodied both of them niggas.
I forgot to tell him happy birthday yesterday.
Here's the original story that was told.
Al too, both of them.
So it was saying
Both of them. Valentine's Day. Birthday.
Oh yeah, I don't got Owl on my Facebook. I don't have stuff on Facebook.
Right. So the actor was brutally attacked by two men in Chicago after he arrived late Monday from New York, made a 2 a.m. run to Subway.
First of all, what Subway is open at 2 a.m.?
It's Chicago, so it might be 24-hour Subway. Like our whole
You've
night,
been to Chicago. Is there a Subway really open at 2 a.m.?
Well, when I was in Chicago, I was eating everything but regular restaurant food. I was eating Chicago restaurants, like how we
Right.
got Chicago sub here. Like we was going to their hometown joints for food
Right.
because that mild sauce nigga is amazing.
But the thing about it is,
They
Chicago,
chicken, they mild sauce.
Chicago
them
don't
fucking
always
pizza
shut
pockets.
down like we shut down.
Okay.
Nowhere near it because
Yeah.
they fucking clubs be open till fucking 5 and 6.
So it's a
Right.
possibility that there's a Subway at 2 a.m.
It
Okay,
will make
I'm with it.
sense.
I'm
If your
with it.
club is open to 5, drunk niggas need to eat.
Okay, so
Okay, let's just roll with that.
you went to a Subway 2
All right.
a.m. for a foot long.
Right. He's gay.
I'm mad that you laugh. I mean, what else is he buying?
Maybe a personal pizza. Maybe he wants the soup.
Maybe he wanted some of them bomb-ass macadamia nut cookies. Because the macadamia nuts fresh out the oven?
Man.
Lord Jesus. Only reason you'll catch me in the Subway.
Well, there is a Subway restaurant
Hey, speaking of cookies,
in Chicago,
did you eat all 3
Illinois.
of them cookies?
I didn't eat none of them yet.
Okay.
There is one in Higgins Point Plaza, wherever that is open 24 hours.
So that might have been the one he was at.
You should look up Higgins Point. See what side of town that is.
Then there's another one on South Michigan Avenue
Ooh, that's bold.
in Chicago, Illinois, that's open 24 hours. So they do have multiple. Yeah, it's a couple of them that are open 24 hours.
All right. So, 2 men.
I think the South Side is a rough part of Chicago.
Yes, it is.
Nigga,
Yes, it is.
nigga.
Never mind.
Nigga, they still got.
Damn, they got plenty
still
that's
got
open
GD
24
shit
hours.
on walls.
I'd be mad as a motherfucker. I'm up making sandwiches all night, bro.
On
Like,
my
that's your
life,
job.
like I couldn't work
Like,
at
that's
a
your job.
Subway at 2 o'clock. What the
Man, I
fuck?
couldn't work at the
I didn't make no
2 o'clock in the
fucking
morning.
turkey club at 2 a.m. Man, fuck you. Suck my
Hey,
dick.
nigga, let me get a chicken teriyaki at 1 a.m.
Okay, so
all right, so
there's
2
a Subway
men,
open.
You still stuck on the Subway at 2 o'clock in the
Right,
morning.
because we painting the picture. So there is a Subway open. We just got confirmation that you can get a foot long at 2 a.m.
Chicken teriyaki.
That's usually when
probably.
I get mine.
Can we stay on track here?
Nope. All right.
That was right in line with the statement.
Okay. The 2
But we
men-
talking about sandwich meat.
That's what she
I mean, I
eats at
put it
2
between
o'clock.
my buns.
That's the meat. That's the kind of meat she wants at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's fucking nasty, bro.
All right, the 2 men, both white and wearing a ski mask, beat Jesse, put a rope around his neck, poured bleach on him, and as they left the injured actor, men scream, MAGA country.
So, how you know they was white, not just real light skin?
Fact.
Because they got masks on and it was dark.
Ski mask at that, at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Bro,
And you just got off of a long flight from New York.
Tom, why is he alone?
Our Empire producer source tells us Jesse will have 24/7 armed security going forward. So basically, it's saying bro was notorious for walking around without security.
Is he even from Chicago?
Not at all, kind sir.
Why the fuck you walking around?
Because you
the
want to
city?
know how I know he's not from Chicago? You would not be going to Subway at 2 o'clock in the morning if
by,
you were from Chicago.
by yourself on top of that.
I mean, it depends because we was in high school and we was walking to go get food late as fuck.
By yourself, or was it a group of y'all?
But it's your hometown though.
It was,
You not out here in Racine walking by yourself to get food.
Oh no, I know white people don't fuck with us. Racine is like another here.
But
I was
you're
gonna
not
say, nigga, have you been to Racine? That shit look just like Milwaukee.
I mean, it's just been. I'm just.
But on top of that, I get what he's saying though. Like,
Okay, Waukegan, Illinois.
I'm not walking around nowhere by myself. I don't walk around here by myself.
It's the simple fact that it's not your city. You not there enough to be doing that by
I mean,
yourself.
Chicago ain't the place to do that because it's like
Definitely not
you
Chicago.
don't know what the fuck. Like you can think that you wearing something that's like neutral.
Yeah, gang culture is real in Chicago.
Yeah, they don't play that shit.
Man.
So
for sure they don't.
We got gangs because of Chicago gangs.
That's because all the motherfuckers keep migrating
You
here.
fuck around like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear red. I'm not gonna wear blue. I'm just gonna throw on this all black. And next thing you know, you done walked into rival gang territory that you have no idea got a problem with the color black. Now you getting your ass stumped out.
Just you don't know. You just got to start wearing ghost white.
Stomp the fuck out. But yeah, like that's my thing. Like, just why are you alone? You famous.
Why are
Now,
you
we keep going.
alone?
So the FBI is
'Cause
working
he
with
gave
folks.
Romano-
The Empire said to track down the
And
person
impregnated her.
who sent
Got
Jesse
your
a
ass
hateful,
stumped out.
threatening letter days before the attack. So,
You just gonna ignore this song?
I was reading, bruh.
Okay, so they sent the letter. What letter? Who
So
letter?
basically, he got some threatening letters prior to before this attack happened, basically making kind of, homophobic, racial
He knew
slurs,
that he was gonna do that.
along with the image of a noose.
Bro, this sound like a setup.
That's why everybody's saying what they're saying.
Fam.
Because look, you get this random letter with threats and it got a noose in it.
So I
And
look
then
like a
randomly, they knew that you was going to be walking to Subway before you knew that you was going to be walking to Subway and just so happen to have a noose on them. Because we know I'm a detective here. Okay. And for you to put that in there, it's like, what the fuck? Come on, man. That could have been playing better. You could have asked me for that.
All right.
Because who the fuck, what white guy just knew that they was going to run into the Empire nigga that they threatened in this letter just a couple of days ago? How the fuck did they know that you was going to be walking
Now,
the Subway?
my question is when they record anybody, because that's what they're recording right now. Does he go to Chicago to have to record some scenes there? Because if that's the case, then I can see people keeping tabs on when he's here and where he goes and stuff like
But
that.
they knew that he was going to go to Subway at 2 in the morning?
Well, it might be the Subway not that far from the set.
So everybody know he likes Subway?
Apparently so. He likes footlongs.
That's nasty, bro.
You put that narrative out there first.
I'm just like, okay.
But I'm just saying, like when I was in the Air Force.
Bro,
and
you
we
famous.
were-
It's Chicago and it's 2 in the morning. Like, they didn't got, I guess it was kind of
I
late.
guess he feel like
No, because
They
it was
been-
kind of late.
they-
Because I was going to say you couldn't like Uber Eats, Postmates or nothing, but it's late, so it's probably closed. Because I
It
think ours shut
don't
down at
matter.
11 and 12.
If we are on set filming at 2 o'clock in the morning
you gonna have somebody go get the food
and my
for you.
famous ass get hungry, I'ma send a motherfucker to go get it.
All right, up until we got to the hateful letter part, I can see comfortability more than anything. Like Empire been on for what, about 2 or 3 years now?
Too long.
Just narration wise.
Follow you?
Yeah.
I'm still sticking with it's been on too long.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with you because
The
I kind
shit
of like
should be
Star
off.
better right now. But
It's been
so if the Chicago
so
set, y'all
blessed.
niggas is childish as hell. If the Chicago set is a normal set that they do scenes from a lot,
Right.
maybe because it's 2 or 3 years, he's comfortable. Like, okay, I know my Subway, I know my liquor store, I know my grocery store, my gas station. I'm just gonna walk here. I'm just an ordinary face to them now because they're accustomed to seeing me
But
here now.
still, why would you not take somebody with you?
Okay, now that we got the letter part,
You a fucking celebrity. Why ain't nobody going to fetch your food for you?
maybe he's sick and tired of people fetching this. He come from a family of 18 goddamn. I don't know how many there really is, but there's a lot of them motherfuckers.
And we only know who 2 of them are.
No. They had a TV show back in the days where all the motherfuckers was on it.
I didn't watch it.
It only made like the pilot. It didn't go far, but it was all the motherfuckers was on it.
Probably because of this kind of logic here.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. They all look alike too.
Neves Bayou. Yep.
They all look alike. That's the crazy part. Boys and girls. Weird.
Man.
But
Should have had them little niggas from Road Bounce with him or something.
you know this nigga was an alien? Coveted? He got killed fucked up too.
He got his ass whooped.
But now the letter was put out there. Yes, he should have had security. But I'm also reading he rejected the extra security.
Because you can't have a setup with security.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all.
Yeah, you can't set up people if it's security involved.
All right, so of course, once the police got involved, they needed phone records. Now, this is what made me really pay attention to the case. So when initially they asked for phone records from his phone about happenings during the night, because apparently he was supposed to be on the phone with somebody when all this was going down. And when the cop says, "Hey nigga, give me your phone," he said no. He didn't want to give up the phone. Now when I first heard it, I'm like, let's be honest here. Mimi, if you got into a fight, the cop said, "Give me your phone," knowing the shit that's in your phone, would you give up your phone?
If I got into a fight?
Yeah.
Nah, because I'll be winning and shit, and I don't need nobody to get no case against me. No, but I see what you're saying. Like, if I had the evidence in my phone to prove that a crime was committed against me, why would I not hand that over? And I don't know. Maybe he had celebrity dick pics in there.
And that's what I was getting at.
And he
That
didn't
was
want them
my
to end
first-
up on TMZ.
That was my first thought. But the fact that celebrity phones be getting hacked like a motherfucker, all it takes is for one cop in there to be like, "Hey, this is such and such dick. Transfer it over here, leak it to the National Enquirer. I can make a cool 10,000. They ain't gonna know it's me."
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She was so thick and ugly, bro.
Yeah.
Jackie was strapped.
I'd have hit that.
But if the story with the cops get even more funnier from what I heard. So even though he wouldn't give up his phone records, he did eventually send information over to him. So it said that he submitted the critical phone records to the police, but those records have been rejected because they're not the real deal. Law enforcement tell us that when Jesse turned in 2 weeks after the alleged attacks was a heavily redacted PDF file from his phone bill. So basically, dog sent an edited copy of his phone bill from that night. So numbers that was in there, they was black markered out so you couldn't see the names of the numbers. This is how I know he was probably talking to somebody he shouldn't have been talking to. Our source says the PDF is subject to manipulation, meaning numbers can be added or deleted, although the police are quick to point out that there's no evidence that were in fact manipulated. The problem, the only solid, irrefutable evidence is either the actual phone bill or a download of Jesse's phone. So, him sending this PDF file, blacking out folks he didn't talk to, that he didn't want folks to know he was talking to, as well as his text messages being deleted from one side, they can't use his information.
Now, I know that the police are supposed to protect and serve.
Right.
You call them, they're supposed to help you. I feel like it took you 2 weeks, like you called the cops.
Right.
Because you wanted some form of help.
Right.
Cops said, well, in order for us to help you, you may have some evidence or something on your phone can help us catch whoever did this.
Right.
This is considered a hate crime
Right.
and a race crime. We're going to take this very seriously, but you got to help us help you.
Okay.
And if it take you 2 weeks to give me information, I'm probably not going to give a fuck.
I mean,
No, I feel like
No.
the cops should have the right to say, hey, bro, you 2 weeks too late. Figure this shit out on your own.
and I get that because, we all know about the 48-hour rule.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we all know. So
you
2
got
weeks
48
later,
hours.
You fucking up, But at the same time, like y'all said, with him being a celebrity, you got to protect other people. So I get what his intent was. His intent was, I'm going to give you this information, but I'm not going to let you know that. Meanwhile, I'm over here talking to this person.
What is he hiding?
Maybe somebody he ain't supposed to be talking to.
But I'm saying though, like the cops aren't here for that.
We don't know. No. And
You
I get that.
were
That's
assaulted, and like they could imagine if a motherfucker poured bleach in your eyes. Your eyesight is gone.
True.
Like, imagine if they would have really decided to kick the shit out you and put you in the hospital.
Okay.
And you want to dick around with shit that could... I don't give a fuck who you fucking. I don't care if you fucking Lee Daniels. I don't care if you sending nudes to Michael Strahan or Michael Sam. I don't care what you do. My job as a cop is to find the people who perpetrated this act.
And I get that, but from a PR point of view, it might not even be him.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It
like,
might be his management.
Stop you. If you want justice, you can't protect your image, man.
It might be his management.
Shit happens.
Putting that narrative in his head, like, hey, bro, I get what you're doing. We definitely gonna work with them, but the world don't need to know about your relationship yet. The world don't need to know about how you got from point A to point B in your career.
Hey, but
the world don't need to know about this new music you gonna do. It's like I can see management's job is to protect the investment of their artists. So I can see them telling him, oh, make sure you don't see this. It's like saying we live in a drug house and we bag up mad fucking coke, but Mimi accidentally got shot in the stomach. Now, in Mimi's mind, her save me, nigga. Fuck all this shit around here. Get me help. Get me to the hospital. Our logic might be, okay, I'm going to take her to the hospital. You make all the dope disappear. So when the cops come to find out how she got shot, we don't want no dope to be here. Mimi's like, fuck that dope. I need to figure out who shot me. That's all she care about.
We'll find out who shot her. But the cops aren't asking to search the house.
But if they say that the gun shot came from in the house, we need to interview everybody that was in the house at the time. We need to see where the gun is, meaning they need to go through the house.
First of all, if you say make the dope disappear, I'm not finna keep hiding the fucking dope in the house.
I'm not saying that.
We're gonna take the dope somewhere else.
Maybe we ain't got no place else to take the dope.
But my thing is that if it is his PR people telling him not to say nothing, they're gonna turn this nigga into the nigga who cried wolf.
And that's what is happening.
Because some shit may really be happening to you. You may be targeted for being gay.
First of all, PR people's job is to be able to spin things to make you look better.
That's why I said manager. Yeah, but they're making it worse.
Well,
whoever is doing this,
whoever's doing this, gonna turn folks into the nigga who cried wolf.
Because now,
so when some shit really do pop off, and you really need help, and you really going through it, niggas gonna look at you like, well, we tried to help you the first time. You was on some bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna be willing to help you because they feel like it's a PR stunt.
Right. And now he eventually got some information to them. They were able to find some people who are suspects. First they was pointing persons of interest.
Oh, your lisp is terrible.
I know. I had to stop and say it slowly.
Suffering succotash.
They need to quit fucking with that nigga.
Sylvester?
That nigga and Daffy. Both them black niggas gonna pop off on somebody one day.
Daffy gonna shoot himself in the beak as usual.
No, he gonna get an automatic machine gun.
He be getting this shit slapped clean off,
He
bro.
do be like dog be getting his shit slapped off like black mamas who swear they gonna slap you into next week. But now we got two people. Now this is where the outcry really started kicking off.
Two niggas who look Wakanda.
Two African niggas, my dog. So you done went to a whole other end of the spectrum.
I'm like, them the niggas he probably should have had with him going to get Subway at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Now, honestly, yeah. Now the funny part about it is both these two dudes were extras on Empire, so they've been around the set and whatnot. So it definitely would hold weight that these two dudes are possible of being able to give the letter because of the fact that they had on masks and hoodies and hats. When they had on ski mask and hat. Now I think about that. Damn, that had to be hot.
I'm not finna sweat to death trying to beat you up.
Right. And then the video that shows the two possible attackers, they had on hoodies. Now, I don't know when they had time to put on ski masks. Maybe while you were in line telling dog, I want lettuce, pickles, tomatoes. I don't know.
Okay. Since we're here.
We here.
What kind of sub do you think he was in there buying?
Chicken teriyaki.
You think it was chicken teriyaki?
I think it was he looks like a chicken teriyaki kind of a guy.
He do. He look like he ordered some extra fancy shit.
He put spinach instead of lettuce.
Probably got his mayonnaise on the side and shit.
He don't even use mayonnaise, bro.
Probably got a
Sweet
Sprite.
sauce.
Sprite with no ice.
Ugh, God, that's nasty. Sprite with no ice is nasty. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is.
Sprite with
You
no
just don't
ice.
have that crispness if you don't have that ice in it.
Probably got the Lay's baked original chips.
Ugh, nigga, now you're going too far.
This type of nigga you look like though.
You know what? Subway is your healthiest fast food choice.
That nigga
That's probably why he went to Subway.
nigga got
Because he
the
just looked like he eat healthy to stay
Sprite
slim.
with no ice, chicken teriyaki sub with the spinach, extra soy sauce on the side,
Not the extra soy.
slightly toasted
Not the extra soy.
with the Lay's baked.
But why is the soy? Okay. So, eventually now we got two people that were arrested. They were being booked for battery. Two Nigerians. So, you didn't just get Africans, bro. You got Nigerians, bro. Niggas who be doing that scheme of Prince Alul is your kin, and he left you millions of dollars, but send us $3,000 so we can get this money sent over to you. Nigerians. All right. So they were potential suspects. They did get their home raided. Okay. They got a long list of potential evidence, including several bottles of bleach. Now,
Maybe they was doing laundry.
I was getting ready to say that. Now, if they're Nigerians, they might have 2 or 3 jobs. So one of them, they might be cleaners.
True.
So it would make sense to have tons of bottles. Matter of fact, I don't trust a home that don't have at least a bottle of bleach in their house.
True.
Okay.
So everybody should have bleach on deck?
On deck.
I don't know.
I mean, think about it. Bleach is the most commonly used substance for everything cleaning.
That's true too.
Okay. But eventually the cops won't be charging them. Because due to new evidence, as a result of today's interrogation, the individuals in question have now been released without charges. Now the deputies or the detectives have additional investigation work to complete. So, even though these niggas didn't do it, apparently these niggas dropped a dime on somebody.
Hey, Jesse Smollett, if you ever listen to the Death Fresh show, I would like to let you know Fresh, don't even give a fuck no more, bro. What happened, happened. Let that shit go.
I think I'm more upset, dog.
Let that hurt go,
That
bro.
what if all of this turns into like a small story arc on Empire?
Well, I won't know because I don't watch it no more.
Your boy 21's out since we're talking about arrest.
Yeah, but he's back in court.
Yeah. Now,
Because apparently he owes somebody 17 racks.
what the fuck?
Well, I saw this story on TMZ this morning because I don't really know why I was watching TMZ live.
Because you knew we had to record soon, so we want to be up to date.
I couldn't find the remote. That's the real
That's
reason.
really, I was like, that's probably
the
wasn't
real
6 o'clock because you definitely.
So I was watching TMZ live and 21 Savage is out of jail. 21. He is out of jail. But he had to go back to the police station, turn himself in. Because apparently he got paid $17,000 from a club promoter to do a show. And he didn't do the show.
Well, okay.
He was paid in full, but did not do the show. So apparently they're trying to charge him with like felony something. Some kind of felony. I think it's like felony theft or some shit.
Which makes sense because you got paid and you didn't perform the service.
But maybe there was a reason why he didn't perform. I think it's all just some misunderstanding.
Even if it is a reason, you still either have to give the money back or do your job.
And that's probably true. So he probably throw it
That's why
like...
some folks get fired from their job for time theft. That's basically what he just did. He stole time. You supposed to perform. You didn't perform.
I feel like
you cashed the check.
I feel like you're taking shots.
No, because everybody has time stole to a certain degree.
I did it a lot at Pick and Save.
Are you working at Pick and Save anymore?
Nah.
All right, then.
But that's why I don't work there.
Of course, I know that's why. I mean, I've done it at previous job. Hell.
Oh, yeah. When you was working, man, Lord knows when you was the Samsung rep inside of Walmart's.
Oh, that's a whole nother story.
My nigga will go to work punching. Hey, Juan, I'm finna come scoop you.
No, that was HP. It wasn't Samsung.
Like this motherfucker.
That was HP.
Then we go back to Walmart and you punch out.
At HP, I was getting paid. I'm not gonna lie. It was at least 3 weeks, dog. 3 whole weeks. I would go in, shop, talk to the people. Hey, you got everything you need. You don't need nothing new. Cool. Paid. Get paid. All right. So, I mean, like, but that's because at that job, I was being overworked and underpaid. So I was going to equal the amount of work I put in. Because I'm not going to lie to you, dog. I can do a month's worth of work for HP in 1 hour.
I believe it.
I mean, no, take that back. 1 week. I can do a month worth of work in 1 week. The only reason why some of them stores I was required to go there more than once was because I was supposed to stand there and try to help sell printers in store to people who came in. But if you let me pick my hours of when I'm supposed to work these different stores, as long as I do them once a week, every week, it don't make sense. So if I go to a store at 9 o'clock in the morning, ain't nobody in the store trying to buy a printer at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right, you just chilling.
Right. So I'm like, fuck it. I don't even need, I go in here, flirt with this chick, have her sign my paper and leave. I had to be there for the whole hour. She didn't know what was going on. And plus, I think at the time, they was only paying me $10 an hour. Like, dog, I really didn't give no fucks.
Eh?
Like, I had more money coming in watching my little brother than doing this. This was just getting me out the house, running fucking miles up on my Toyota, which I'm still mad about that.
Yeah, that was back when you had the little blue thing.
Yeah, that car was everywhere. And it had a booming system.
Hey, man, that car was dope.
Yeah. But no, here's the funny thing, though.
It had a nice spacious back seat. I could fit in it.
You did get in the back seat with her. All right, so.
Damn, if you weren't driving, she gave me a blowjob right there.
Honestly, bro, as long as you told me, Tone, whatever you do, don't turn around, I would have just kept driving. Get your happy ending, my nigga.
And it wasn't even a happy ending.
Yeah, because didn't y'all get into a fight?
Fucked up my life. 2 years.
Not really, because you didn't get her pregnant, so you still okay. She's fucking up somebody else's life.
Maybe they, you know what? Maybe they're equally fucking up each other's lives.
The way things seem, sometimes I believe that.
But it's okay. Got nothing to do with.
But no, the 21 Savage situation is really funny to me.
Together.
Because all of this is because of Trump and this whole deportation thing.
You know, I got a friend on Facebook that I think I'm gonna unfriend because he's a Trump supporter.
You can't unfriend somebody because
you
gotta let folks are allowed to support who they want to support.
But okay,
is he forcing his Trump agenda down your throat?
No, he's not.
Is he just out here verbally expressing himself? Like, what is he doing that lets you know?
I just feel like because we've had conversations. He told me to support Trump.
Okay,
this is my thing. Like, I just don't. It's like you can't say all these bad things, or like I can't stand next to you as you say all these bad things about gay people, and yet you have a gay best friend.
Okay.
Like, you can't stand with a motherfucker who says all these things about black people, and then you agree with them, yet you still have black friends. Because we're going to look at you sideways like, well, if you stand with Trump, you got to feel like, you have to feel like there's some form of way.
Okay, now, I'm not defending Trump, people. I'm not saying I'm down with Trump. I think he's a fucking idiot. I truthfully think that South Park had it the best, where Trump is only in office because he was supposed to be a decoy for the Democrats to guarantee Hillary was going to win, because Trump is such a terrible choice that folks had no choice but to choose Hillary, and it backfired.
Well, I feel like with Trump running for president, we found out how racist motherfuckers really are.
Well, and that's the result we got out of it by it backfiring. But I think it was always there. People have always been like that. Like, folks will dislike, like, for an example, we complained about Lee Daniels and the fact that he pushes the gay agenda so hard on his show that sometimes it loses the meaning of the show because he wants to make sure that there's a gay love scene in every episode. Like, it loses, like, we fast forward a whole storyline, but we know that Jamal is out here getting fucked all the time.
Ew.
We don't know if he's doing the fucking or getting fucked, but there's always some love making going on that's of the gay variety.
He might be a bottom in real life.
So I can see a lot of people like, dog, I don't want my kids to be seeing stuff like this. I don't want it have to be a gay person in every single thing I watch. I don't hate gays. I hate the fact that the gay agenda is being forced down our throat when we still haven't rectified other agendas that we have issues with in the world. Like, I get that. And but because my sister is gay, because I got friends that are gay, sometimes given the right kind of day, Mimi might be gay. But we're not bashing them. We're not saying, like, okay, fuck gay people altogether. That person might be like, man, my best friend gay. He cool. I don't see that gay. I don't see the gay agenda when I'm kicking it with him. I just see a normal human being. But every time I turn on my TV, everything is the gay agenda. So I can understand his frustration with the gay agenda, because there's been times I'm like, damn, man, that whole gay thing didn't need to be there. It was perfectly fine as is. If you were going to put the gay agenda in there, put it in the beginning and make it part of the narrative. Don't throw it at the end just to be throwing it at the end. Because I was watching the Voltron cartoon. So Netflix got their own version, right?
Right.
Fucking fantastic retelling of the Voltron story.
Right.
Like, they got everything from the original down packed. They gave a few more backstories. They fleshed out some characters. They gave it a solid ending. And they left it closed just enough that we can possibly get the sequel with the air vehicle water one, the other Voltron, right? At the last minute, one of the main characters, they showing like, okay, after this particular person left us, here's what we did with the rest of our lives. A character who has had nothing of an example of a relationship throughout the whole fucking thing, other than being a father to his protege and in his times of need, ends up married with a gay guy. Just for no reason, when they showing, well, this is how people grew up and this is their happy lives, they made him gay. They made him have a husband. I'm not against that. I'm just mad that when everybody was looking at their families before they went to this final battle and talking about who they gonna miss, where was this gay lover then when it would have made sense?
I mean, that makes sense.
Like, you just dropped the gay dude on us. Like, okay, he's gay. Like, why? He only got one arm. Not saying that you can't be gay with one arm, but like, it didn't make no sense to put that there. So I get it, but I'm not. But at the same time, they are a little bit overboard too.
I just feel like you cannot I feel like if you stand next to anybody, you firmly believe in what they're preaching, right? And if you gonna stand next to Trump, I don't really think you can be my friend. Cause like his best friend is Mexican, and I ask his friend all the time. I'm like, I get it.
Is this the same Mexican that gave you the joint?
Nah. Why you gotta bring that up?
I didn't say it.
Shout out to my Latino homie though.
I said you said your best friend.
Oh,
so it don't have to be a coworker.
Not my best friend.
Yeah,
he's my friend, but not my best friend.
Okay.
I do my podcast with my best friend.
Aw. I'm gonna tell Mimi you said that to her.
Oh damn! Fuck you too, Tom.
Yeah, I mean we family. We above and beyond that.
Songs Beach. But I'm saying though, like, I just feel like you can't stand next to a nigga who has these views and opinions and beliefs and then stand next to me. To me, that just doesn't work.
Does it offend you?
Slightly, it does.
Does it make you feel awkward?
Yes, it does.
Have you ever told him about himself?
I've asked him a few times. I'm like, you know, because then I saw somebody, like, they shared a stat and then they tagged him because I guess they got the green light to build this wall.
Yeah, they bully. From what I'm hearing, is they bullied him into the wall.
Why the fuck does he want a wall?
He wants a monument to the fact that this is where he's been. It's one of those, our podcast, our network as a whole. Okay? We might not ever win an award for this. We might get kicked off the air for some of the things we say. We might start a race war. But the fact that you can go online and you can type in TDR and we will always pop up is our legacy. It's there. Because once it's on the internet, it's always there.
So he wants to build a wall and commemorate his legacy of him being a president?
Basically. He wants his Washington Monument, his Lincoln Monument, his Obama Library, his Obamacare. You know, he wants his wall. Now, the thing about it is what a lot of people don't know is the talk of this wall has been going on long before he ever became president. Obama and them had a conversation about this wall. Clinton had a conversation about this wall. Both Bushes had a conversation about this wall because the logic behind it is to minimize the amount of drug trafficking that comes across state lines. Now, when you say it like that, it makes sense, right?
So they think just because you build a wall, Hector not going to toss the dope over to Pablo?
No. We're not saying that Hector won't toss it, but you don't get that ease to get so much across the border. Because if you have standard border patrol that you currently have right now to get in and out of Mexico and Texas, this wall means that I don't have to keep my eyes on every single level. You got to work harder to get this shit over here. And it makes sense. Like, I don't know how tall you plan on making this wall. And definitely, I don't know how long you plan on making this wall. Like, we had the conversation, does it stretch all the way from the Texas-Mexico connection? What about Baja, California? You like, other things that would... What about the water part of it? You know? Like, does it cover everything? How far does this wall go? Is Mississippi safe? Do we got to cover Louisiana's toe? You know, these are things that we don't give a fuck about because we never thought we would get this wall, but apparently they're going to start this wall. What made the wall so bad was the fact that how Trump presented it. He didn't present it to protect the Americans and minimize the drug trafficking coming in from Mexico. He made it like, hey, nigga, if you wasn't born here, you can't be here.
Right. That's like, when you put it in context of why we should have a wall, sounds logical. You try to minimize drug trafficking, try to minimize sex trafficking, and all the bad stuff that come with illegals who sneak into this country.
Or sneak out the country with shit.
Right. But when Trump says it, it's just like you said, you weren't born here, fuck every good... Like, there are people who come to this country because of they believe in what this country preaches.
Right.
It's the land of the free and the home of the brave. You can be nothing and make yourself into something. People buy into that. So that's why they come to this country with the possibilities of building a great life. But Trump is like, well, you weren't born here, my nigga. You gotta go. Fuck all this shit you trying to leave for your kids. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. You and Pablo sell bitches and all you do is build houses, but you gotta get the fuck out of here too.
And see, and the thing about that is we actually take care of foreigners better than we take care of people who are born here. Like, let's take a look at gas stations. Over the course of the last 10 to 15, no, it's probably longer than that. Over the course of the last 20 years, our populations from gas stations have migrated from locally owned businesses to you can't go into a gas station without seeing some kind of Middle Eastern there. And we're not saying that like we being racist and they taking over all the gas stations is wrong. What we're saying is we give them the opportunities and give them the breaks and the assistance and the loopholes that they can come over here and take over businesses, especially businesses that were once ran, owned, and operated by African Americans, to be operated by them because they have a better connection to the pipeline for oil, so we can get more shit. A lot of things that bring my immigrants over here are for safety reasons. Rwanda had a full-blown genocidal war. So when you start getting these influx of Africans over to the U.S., they don't give a fuck where you put them at in the U.S. Just save me, nigga. I will fucking go live in Wisconsin if you can save me from this bullshit going on here in Rwanda. When white people from Europe come over, same thing. Like, the whole thing that bothers everybody about Trump is the fact that Trump tends to forget that 99% of everybody in this country origins come from the migration of people from a whole nother place, whether willingly or unwillingly. America ain't never been great since white folks touched down on this place. I only can speak for them because I don't know what the fuck happened when the Native Americans was here minding their own goddamn business. For all we know, they may have had race wars going on, but we wasn't here because us black folks was in Africa minding our goddamn business until y'all came over there fucking with shit. So America has never really ever been great, my guy.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, there was a point in time where it was good to be white because you can say shit, you can do shit, you can burn shit down and nobody cared. You can drag a nigga, you can hang a nigga.
So do you feel like America's never been great, but it's been tolerable?
I wouldn't go live other places.
No, the fuck I wouldn't.
That's the best answer I'm going to give you. As a black person, as an African American, I would not go live other places.
Because do you know what they would have did to Jimmy Uso in fucking Australia? He caught a DUI?
You know Australia used to be a dumping ground for criminals across the world anyway?
Why the fuck we can't? Why
Australia was the first Alcatraz. All right, with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to this edition of the Definitely Fresh Show. Make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms. That's iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, or wherever else you listen to your podcasts is at. With that being said, we out.